Hi, I'm Emma, and I'm 29. This Christmas was supposed to be happy, but it turned into my worst holiday ever. The house was full of laughter, Christmas music, and decorations. Everyone was chatting and having fun while I stood quietly by the table, sipping my hot cocoa, trying not to draw attention. Then my sister Mia, she's 22, decided to put me on the spot. She was in the middle of the room, telling some exaggerated story like she always does. She loves being the center of attention. Suddenly, she turned to me with a smirk. "Emma," she said loudly, making everyone look at me, "why don't you tell us what you've been doing with your life?" "Oh wait, still nothing, right?" Her words hit me like a punch. I glanced around, some people laughed awkwardly, others looked uncomfortable, my face burned with embarrassment. "Mia, stop," I said, trying to stay calm, "this isn't the time." She rolled her eyes. "Relax, it's just a joke," but her tone was mean, not funny. Before I could respond, my stepmom Lisa, who's 50, chimed in. "Mia's right," she said coldly, "you've been here long enough. Emma, maybe it's time you moved out and got your life together." I couldn't believe it. After everything I'd done for them, things they didn't even know about, they treated me like I was worthless. My hand shook as I put down my cup. "I can't believe you'd say that," I whispered. "It's the truth," Lisa snapped. "You need to grow up." I walked away, my heart racing. What was supposed to be a happy night turned into my worst humiliation. I barely slept. All night, I replayed Mia's smug smile, Lisa's cruel words, and how no one stood up for me. The next morning, I made a decision. I had put up with their disrespect for too long. They didn't appreciate me, and they had no idea what I'd been doing for them behind the scenes. As I walked to the kitchen, I overheard Mia and Lisa talking in the living room. Their voices were low, but I could hear the venom in their words. "She's so ungrateful," Mia said. "We've done so much for her, and she just sits around doing nothing." "Exactly," Lisa agreed. "She needs to grow up. I'm sick of her freeloading." My hands clenched into fists. They had no idea I'd been secretly paying for Mia's college tuition for the past 2 years. It was a promise I'd made to my late father, to make sure Mia got the education he never had. But after hearing them trash talk me like I was worthless, I was done. I stepped into the room, and they both turned to stare at me. Mia smirked, like she was waiting for me to react. "I'm leaving," I said, my voice surprisingly steady. "I've had enough." Lisa scoffed. "Oh really? And where exactly are you going, Emma? You can't just storm out like a child." "I have a plan," I shot back. "And Mia, you might want to figure out how to pay for next semester, because I'm done covering your tuition." Mia's smirk vanished. What are you talking about?" I crossed my arms. "You heard me. I've been paying for your school this whole time. Dad asked me to help you, so I did. But now, you don't deserve it." Mia's face went pale. "You can't just stop paying," she shrieked. "I need that money." "Then maybe you shouldn't have humiliated me in front of everyone," I said coldly. Lisa's eyes widened. "Emma, this is insane. You can't abandon your family." I let out a bitter laugh. "Family? You've never treated me like family. You've used me, mocked me, and called me a burden. Well, I'm done." Without another word, I turned and walked out. The next few hours, I packed my things. It was strange, leaving a place I'd called home for years should have been harder, but every memory in that house felt tainted now. Just as I zipped my last suitcase, Mia burst into my room, her face red with rage. "You're really doing this?" she demanded. "Yes," I said calmly. Her voice cracked. "But my tuition. I can't afford school without you." For a second, I almost felt bad. Then I remembered her sneer at the Christmas party. "Not my problem anymore," I said. "You should have thought about that before treating me like trash." "You're selfish," she screamed, tears streaming down her face. "You're supposed to help me." I picked up my suitcase and walked past her. "No, Mia, I was supposed to help someone who appreciated me, and that's not you." And with that, I left. I shook my head. "No, Mia, I've already done more than enough for you. Now it's your turn to figure things out." She stormed out, slamming the door so hard the walls shook. I could hear her yelling downstairs, probably complaining to Lisa, but for the first time, I didn't care. Their words meant nothing to me now. That evening, I loaded my bags into my car. Lisa stood in the doorway, arms crossed, her face like stone. "You're overreacting, Emma," she said coldly. "This is your home. You'll come back when you realize you have nowhere else to go." I met her eyes and smiled. "No, Lisa, I won't. And someday, When you're done manipulating everyone around you, maybe you'll finally see what you've lost. I got in my car and drove away, leaving behind the toxic house that had suffocated me for years. The second I turned the corner, I took a deep breath, like I could finally breathe again. A fresh start. I moved into a tiny apartment across town. It wasn't fancy, old appliances, creaky floors, but it was mine. No insults, no guilt, no walking on eggshells. For the first time in forever, I felt peace. The next few weeks were all about me. I focused on work, reconnected with old friends, and actually did things that made me happy. Slowly, I rebuilt my life, setting boundaries, speaking up for myself, and refusing to feel bad about it. It wasn't always easy, but freedom was worth it. The unexpected apology. Then, months later, Mia called. I almost didn't answer, but curiosity won. Emma. Her voice was softer than I'd ever heard it. I'm sorry, I didn't realize how much you did for me. I was selfish. I froze. 4 years. I'd wanted to hear those words, but now, they didn't fix anything. Thanks for saying that, I said calmly, but I've moved on. I wish you the best, Mia, but I think we both need space. She sighed but didn't argue. Okay, take care, Emma. Hanging up, I realized something huge. Forgiveness doesn't mean going back. It means letting go and choosing yourself. A happy ending. That Christmas, I hosted a small party in my apartment, just a few close friends, good food, and real laughter. No drama, no insults, just warmth. As we clinked glasses to new beginnings, it hit me, I didn't need Lisa or Mia to make me happy anymore. I'd built my own joy, and that was the best gift of all. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more amazing stories and content. Tap that notification bell so you never miss an update. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We love hearing from you. Until next time, take care and stay inspired.